All right, now let's check on other conversations. Now we see listed publishing firms on Nigerian Exchange Limited, such as Academy Press, University Press, and Learn Africa, experienced a 32.88% decline in profit during the first quarter of 2023. Profit dipped from 783.8 million naira in the same quarter of 2022 to 559.8 million naira. A major driver of this remains the rising operating expenses. We have joining us now Mr. Soji Kuforuji, the AGM Sales and Marketing Academy Press PLC, to bring us up to speed on what's happening in the industry. Great to have you on the show.
Yeah, great to be here. Thank you.
Right. So we did hear Mr. Rwani there. We're seeing a lot of volatility in the FX market, and definitely everyone seems to be demanding dollars. Every industry needs dollars at this point in Nigeria. Talk to me about profits in your industry. We're seeing a dip there for 2023, the first quarter.
Well, I think 2023 will, thank you for the question. I think 2023, it's a very fantastic year for the business. Yeah, because we can gradually see recession coming in. Interest rates have gone up, and the price of raw materials for the industry, which is basically paper, has gone really up, and by more than 50%. So yes, it is expected that will influence the baseline results of in the industry, and we're trying to everybody, all the players in the industry, trying to look at ways they can develop other sources of income that can augment what they have right now. So,
talking about income, you know, in 2023, it was an election year, and definitely a lot of business, I would expect, you know, from the prints and all of that, you know, for, you know, campaigns and all of that. That didn't add much value?
Well, much value is relative, because when in Academy Press, for instance, we didn't see it as, you know, adding value. We saw it as an opportunity to be part of players for the process of the elections, because for a long time we've not been part of that process. So we've been invited by the agency that is saddled with the responsibility of the election. For us, it was a great opportunity to be part of that process. But for some establishments, they can see it as a boom. But for Academy Press, we saw it as an opportunity to be part of the process that will ensure an itch-free election process. So for us, yes, we didn't see it as a boom, yes.
And talking about not seeing it as a boom, we see operating expenses. That grew by about 14%.
Yes.
You know, across the sector. How did you guys weather that storm?
Oh, well, Academy Press has, you know, we've been around for almost 60 years. We'll be 60 years next year. And we've always had opportunities to, I won't call it opportunities, but we've always seen, because the industry where we operate has a lot of little interest, little influence of government. So we've always had the storms here and there. So the recession that we're talking about, we have embraced it as, okay, the most important part of our business are our employees. And the good thing about going through the storm for us is that everybody is accounted for. You know, I mean, some companies, you see them cutting down on staffs, you see them cutting down on salaries, but we have just kept the team together. And I think the storm just made us stronger. That's my conclusion, yes.
So that means whatever comes, you know, in 2024, with the storm you've weathered in 2023, you have some resilience.
Yes, that's why.
Forward.
Yeah, that's why we're Academy Press is going into other kind of businesses to sustain that. like, we are diversifying into other processes that is not really influenced by technology, and we hope that is going to improve the baseline of academic press so that we can still keep the team together.
I can imagine. Well, definitely, a lot of industries, at this point rely heavily, on importing, raw materials and all of that. And I hear Nigeria, we have a huge paper demand, at this point. If you put up that slide, they will see the paper demand, for about 5 years, quite huge at this point. Looking at the numbers, you can also see that the mills, in Nigeria are not really, producing, the functioning ones, because I don't know if we still have, paper mills, in the country. No, as at now, we have a lot of private investors going into paper mills, but the federal government was, kind enough years ago to develop paper mills, European paper mill, for instance. And as we speak, I don't think that paper mill is up to par. So we have opportunities for investors to come in and develop paper mill. And, paper forms, like I said before, paper forms about 78% of any printed material. And so it's important for us to get some kind of relief, knowing fully well that we have investors who are interested in setting up paper mills to reduce the burden of having to import paper. And so... Because I know paper is made from trees.
Yeah, they're made from trees, yes.
And I'm sure we have, quite a number of trees.
Well, it's not all trees, though.
Not all
trees. It's not trees.
I'm sure we have the type.
Yeah, well, yes. If not, we won't have people coming in to want to invest in the country.
So we just need to get the mills running, at this point, to reduce them, because you need FX to bring in that paper.
Yes, we need FX.
Creating more demand for FX at
everybody needs FX. FX is a very, very, very
It's almost becoming like
strong.
Oxygen at this point.
It is oxygen, actually.
With the way things are going.
It is oxygen to keep the business going.
Right.
You need FX. Well, it shouldn't be, though. It shouldn't be. I think at some point we need to get to a level where we'll decide that is this the direction to go to? What will the federal government do to ease the stress, especially for importers? And there are ways to solve this problem. I believe there are ways to solve this problem, and I believe that the current government is doing all it can to ensure that FX is not playing a very major role in our existence.
Yeah, we need to reduce reliance as much as we can, at this point.
Yeah, we need to.
We need to produce more and, get things running so we don't have to all be demanding dollars at the same time. It's quite incredible. Yeah. Thank you so much for coming on, Mr. Soji.
Thank you.
Koforiji, AGM Sales and Marketing.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for having me. It's a very good opportunity to be here. And I thank you for channels. I wish you guys the best.
Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, we'll take a break now. When we come back, we'll head straight to the markets. To stay with us, this is Business Incorporated.